Hey everybody, I'm Nerdstalgic, and this is another episode of our Path of Exile racing series from Rookie to Rathpith. In this race, you're going to see a Piety kill race, so it's going to be a bit of a long one. Um, an estimate, I'd say maybe. I'm not like the fastest, and I've never really done a Piety kill race before, so I'm gonna just say an hour and a half to 2 hours total. So this will probably span about 4 to 5 videos. Our plan's going to generally be the same. I already have my talent tree kind of laid out up to about 30 points. We're going to try to go for, I guess you'd say more of a safe build. We're going to try to pick up as much life as we can. And yeah, I think that there's a pretty generous time limit on this actual race. And being that I know there's pretty much no way in hell that I'm actually going to get top 20 or be the first to do anything, it's probably in my best interest to just try not to rip and get the safe points. So this is worth quite a few points. Not sure exactly how many. I think like 12. So because you're getting points for killing all the mini bosses and the big bosses on the way to Piety, and then Piety herself rewards a few points. So I'm probably gonna want to swing to the other side here, I guess, since we accidentally dragged some friends with us. Fun. Fun, fun. Anyways, so yeah. Oh, Hillock. Hillock, please. Alright, you guys are gonna die too now. Because I hate you. You're trying to get in on my action. But yeah, we're just gonna kind of try to play it safe and work with a strategy where we're just gonna finish the race. Because if we rip out, then we get nothing. So, alright, let's see what we got here. Well, we did get some magic boots, so it's better than nothing. We're going to want to take that off and sell it, of course. Yes, yes. Alright, let's see what she has. A bunch of iron rings, so that's nothing that we need. No point in talking to Bestel. We'll go ahead and grab the lightning tendrils. And let's check for some move speed boots. Looking grim. Maximum life would be okay. Okay, so what we're going to do now is head to the coast. And probably my normal strat, where I will just go ahead and push to the ledge, then double back and grab the Quicksilver Flask. And then probably I will be getting the extra points from the Dweller, as well as the points from Fairgraves. So we're just trying to get level 2 here. Go ahead and grab this wand. We'll pick up the sash just for, I guess, for shits and giggles. I mean, it's not going to do us any good. Maybe something to sell. Being careful here. Oh, look at all those stuns going off because our hit points are so low. Kind of running away here. These people are so fast, you know? They're just so fast. Maybe I should watch some videos of some other people racing. You know, like Hellman. Probably could learn a lot. But we're going to use a transmutation orb on that wand as soon as possible. Alright. I am going to go ahead and put a point here, but we're going to regret out of it later when we have enough life and... Actually, we'll use that one. We have enough life and mana regen to where it doesn't really matter. Juke that fire. Don't let them surround you. Keep your pots rolling. Oh, my contact's messing up. I'm thinking... What am I thinking? Oh, there was something on my mind and I was going to tell you guys, but now it's kind of slipped my mind. So we're not going to go there right now because it would be pretty rippy. We're just going to head on. We'll grab these guys here. There's some safe XP. So what are my biggest things that I'm kind of worried about at this point? Well, Cole Cole and Lunaris can be very, very rippy, so we're going to want to be very careful when we deal with him. Piety herself it's normally not too bad. You just have to be very aware of her lightning, and yeah, and just be very cautious when it comes to her phase 2, knowing if she's red or blue. If she's blue, we're going to want to pillar hump, and if she's red, we're just going to want to try to stay the hell away from her, I think is going to be the strat. So blue is easier to deal with, really, I find, but it may lead to a longer kill. But time really doesn't matter. I think it's like they put like a 3 or 4 hour time limit on this thing, so we can almost certainly down her in that amount of time. And as you can see, I'm not really pushing myself to go super fast here. I'm actually spending some extra time on some mobs that I probably wouldn't normally spend time on in a ooh, mana flask, very good, in a shorter race, simply for the fact that we know this is more of a marathon rather than a sprint. I mean, for some people, it's surely a sprint. You know, they're going to go for you know, like a top 20 finish. They're going to try to win, but we already know we're going to be out of that. So, and you know, barring like something really monumental dropping, like if we were to get, you know, like an Aberrant's Horn or something to drop, like we did that one race, that would be really cool. But chances of that happening are pretty darn low. Although it was pretty cool in the last video when we chance orbed the unique. It's pretty wild. Just a few days before that, I had actually chance orbed a gavel into a Trollnir, and if that gave me the Steam achievement, if I hadn't have done that, I would have actually gotten that achievement in the video, which would have been kind of hilarious. I've been playing Path of Exile for, you know, a good deal of time, but chancing items isn't really something that I've spent a lot of currency on, because I know that it's really, really rare. In some of the leagues, I would try to chance you know, gavels to get a Mjolnir. Of course, it never happened. You know, rates on that are just so absolutely low. Also, you know, trying to chance occultist vestments for the shavs. So, you know, it strikes me, and this is kind of off topic in terms of racing, but just thinking about it, you know, since they changed the base item type on the Infernal Mantle, it makes a lot more sense now to actually try to chance orb the shavs. I mean, well, actually that's a lie. That's actually a complete bold-faced lie. Because with the way that the chance orbs work, if you you actually roll you have a separate chance to roll those. It's not like if you roll a like a Trollnir, it's because you then it precluded you from getting that Mjolnir. As a matter of fact, it actually rolls for the higher tiers, because the uniques are separated into different tiers, and Mjolnir is a tier 4 unique, which means it's like the most rare out of all of them. So basically what I'm kind of driving at here is that it actually rolls to see if you get a Mjolnir before it rolls to see if you got a Trollnir. And if you're not familiar, a Trollnir is one of the new uniques that was introduced in this league. And it's called Chimeria's Maul, and it's actually a pretty darn good weapon for like a Magic Find Ice Crash build. You know, running 2 of those or 1 of those and a nice offhand, maybe like a Wheel of the Storm Sail or something. It's not that bad at all, but a lot of people are pissed because, well, you know, they think it's cutting into their chance to get a Mjolnir. You know, so all right, let's stop just for a second here. And let's see, we have this 10% quality one. This one has higher base spell damage, so let's go ahead and do that one. Alright, so that's not terrible bad. Not terrible. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, sir. We'll keep, well, we can't right now, but when we get a red socket, we'll go ahead and socket that back in. Just on the off chance that we have like some kind of a really awesome melee weapon drop, like a 2-hander. I would definitely switch over to Glacial Hammer at that point. But yeah, so moral of the story here, guys, don't get mad when you get a troll near. I mean, yeah, it's a bummer because you hear that sound and you get really excited and then you see the Chimerias, but it's not keeping you from getting a Mjolnir. But there's a lot of hate. A lot of hate going on with that, so. Okay. Oh, and we ripped. Okay, so we're just going to start over. Oh, shoot. Oh my. Alright, so let's exit to login screen. And that actually definitely was fitting the name, Lisa the Painful RPG. But since we have a ton of time here, I'm bad I ripped. There we go. Same thing, over again. I wouldn't blame you if you just turned off the video right now, because I probably would too if I was watching. I'd say, well, this guy is to noob. I'm going to turn this video off because he sucks donkey balls. And you know what? I've never sucked a donkey ball. But with that performance, maybe I should. Present a donkey. Alright, so we hit that chest, nothing in there. What a surprise. Maybe this time we won't drag any friends with us, huh? Oh, well, that's nice. You always kind of have to be a little careful at the beginning because your life flasks just don't give you much life back. Now, if I would have ripped further in, say like you know, after the warden, maybe I might have just went ahead and hung it up. But being so close to the start, what's the point of not going ahead and rolling again? No sour grapes, you know. We definitely had better drops going into town this time. But I really do like racing. I'm just not very good at it. But I would be better at it if I invested more of my own time into it. That is a true statement. +1 mana gained per kill, huh? Well, we really are going to need some blue sockets somewhere, though. That's a problem. So we're probably going to have to stick with this scepter for now. We can keep this just on the off chance that we might get something good. Let's see what this buckler has going for it. You know, I just don't know. I just don't know. I mean, it's going to slow us down. I think we just go ahead and sell. Yeah, Bestel. And then let's see, you know, what you got for me other than this lightning tendrils gem? Any move speed boots? Not really anything. Not really anything. I didn't see if she had, well, she got a ton of iron rings. No corals. Would love to get a coral ring. That would help our survivability out quite a bit. So let's switch this back up. And again, we just make our way through here. But yeah, you know, I think the key to being a good racer is to just put in the time. You know, you have to be willing to sacrifice a lot of time that you'd be doing other things with. You know, and I really like to map. I like to find loot. As you've seen with some of the other videos that I've made talking about, you know, what to loot and things like that. That's kind of my path of exile, you know. And while racing is fun, I do enjoy it. My real big love is you know, trading and selling stuff. So that's kind of where I am with the game. Same plan as before. Yay, we escaped the crab. So yeah. Oh, that's not a way we can go. And then you just have to practice. You know, you just have to practice. Whether it's in races. Oh, she's following us. Thank you for following me. Or if it's in, like if you actually, some people advocate, you know, getting a stopwatch and rolling character after character in the hardcore league, which I think that probably would work out really well, but it also sounds very, very boring. Might be something to do like in between leagues. I could definitely see that being a worthwhile investment then, because I mean, what's really going on then? They're gonna have some kind of a cool, like a league with some interesting features in it, but that's not going to take up the whole time. So that would be a great time to kind of get your racing chops, I guess. So that might be something I do. Might be something, after these leagues are over in a few months. I might look at kind of posting some things about that. Maybe you guys can watch my progression in that. I mean, I do feel like I have gotten better as a racer. Hello, Chromatic Orb. And, but, the fact that I only race pretty much one time a day definitely affects that, so. Thank you for charging me. So I actually ended up, ooh, chain belt, very good. I actually ended up missing the race that I wanted to do, I think yesterday. I wanted to do a race last night that was a Tempest race, or not a Tempest, a Torment race. It was like tormented spirits everywhere. They've said there were going to be like 10 per zone. I thought that sounded really intense and had a high chance of lots of rippiness in it. I thought it sounded really fun. But I ended up not feeling too well and kind of missed out on that. Yeah, yesterday I had some stomach issues going on, so I ended up missing both the races that I was interested in yesterday. Ooh, Magma Orb. I've never really tried Magma Orb. Maybe now would be a good time to give it a shot or two. I mean, Lightning Tendrils is very close range. I don't know. How far will it go? It'll go pretty far, won't it? Could be a useful skill. We'll see. I mean, if I had like an Aberrant's Horn, it would definitely be the way to go, since that boosts your fire damage so much. Let's get these chests. Okay. So we'd really like to see probably some flasks drop here. Like, I would love to get another health flask. See what Magma Orb does. Not too bad, actually, for kind of like trailing them along. If you hold down Shift and Q, you can kind of just kite them. Too bad. I'll give it a shot. Of course, the more that I experiment with things, the more chance that I'm actually just going to rip again. But there's pretty good chance I'll just rip anyways, I guess. Seems like it's doing pretty good damage. Seems like it would be actually really good for kiting, since it bounces, So you get that delicious bounce. And if you're just dragging things along like this, just kiting stuff around, I don't know. I see some potential for sure. But I'm probably going to stick with the tendrils at this point, just because it's what I'm used to. Okay, so there's where the Deep Dweller is. So we're not going to go in there just yet. Crabs attempting to cut me off at the pass. Good try, Crabs. Good try. Okay, we need to be careful here. Those guys are blue. But we do want to kill them, because they're going to give us a good amount of experience. There's a coral ring. We're going to snap that bad boy on immediately. This strikes me as a good opportunity to throw down some Magma Orb, huh? Another iron ring. This would be good for crafting. Looks like magma orb uses some mana, doesn't it? Am I out of pots? No. There we go. All right, so let's grab this plate vest. What about this goat's horn? We'll pick it up. Might try to make it magical. 2 points to spend. Delicious. What's that cost? 6? 8? You know, I'm liking it. I'm liking what I see, for sure. You know, what the hell? Let's do it. Let's give it a shot. It's definitely not going to be over here. Be back over this way. I mean, we've already ripped once. We know that we'll keep the tendrils around, leveling, you know. And if at any point we feel uncomfortable, we can just switch back. It's no big deal. My favorite kind of bridge guardians. Zombies. This guy's got quite a bit of health, doesn't he? Skip him. I've already invested a lot in him, but I'm angry at him now. So it looks like it just two-shots that stuff. But I like it because it lightning tendrils locks you in place for the whole cast. This you can let it go and then run away. So that's pretty cool. Huh. And playing with Magma Orb isn't really going to affect my leveling, my talent tree leveling. So we don't have to worry about that. Jeez Louise. It looks like it does a lot of damage. What is it? 21, 20? I like it. He likes it. I think I'm a little too taken with it, and it's causing me not to focus on the race, though. Let's see how it performs in the ledge. I mean, I'm sure it's going to do well. Good. Let's grab those wool gloves and that scare mask. We don't really need the fire resistance. And we'll put this on, get some more energy shield. What else do we have here? Plate vest, shabby jerkin, huh? Get some good resists on it. We'll probably keep it around. And we'll put that on because the iron ring does not help us. So we'll go to the waypoint, and then we'll double back and get our quicksilver flask and also our crab point. So if I was really trying to speed through this, I would just basically like cast and move, cast and move, cast and move, and try to line it up to where all the hits line up just like so. Because that's, I think, also you know, a key for racing is you want to be continually moving. The only thing about doing something like this is if you're not finishing stuff off fast enough and you're pulling too many more mobs, you can get yourself into some really sticky situations that you can't get yourself out of. So you have to be careful. You have to know when to actually stop and clear a little bit. But this is a much quicker way of racing, even if it doesn't really look that way. At least to my understanding. You know, if you're watching this and you have something to add to that comment, please feel free. I'm always up for commentary and discussion about how to become a better player, better racer.
Wasteland has been
Also, oh,
Red
Wastelands has been cleansed. Forgot I had that on. We'll pick up that skinning knife. We're going to make another pass through here. For one, to pick up that skinning knife, but also we want to kill off these blue mobs. We're going to have a ton of stuff to sell here. In fact, we can't even pick that up. It's not really worth making a trip just to sell that at this point. But we should be coming up on the waypoint. And we'll head back to town, we'll clear our inventory, and then we'll go get our Quicksilver Flask. So, alright, let's take a look at what we've got here. What do we have? Do we have anything that needs identified? I don't think I really care about that vest. We can make something magic here, so I'm thinking probably go for a weapon. So let's hit this goat's horn. Okay, critical strike chance, not too bad. And we can add a property with mana. Sure, I'll take that. It requires 29 int though, so we're gonna have to hold off just a minute on using that. Alright, so let's sell some things. We're gonna keep that around. We're gonna keep that iron ring too for crafting. And we don't really need to keep this stuff on us. But we'll keep this stuff on us. And we'll grab our reward from Tarkly, which is going to be Flame Totem. So Flame Totem is now on our, well, I like to put it on the Q, and then W, just leave empty. Heading back to the coast. That scare mask with no chest armor on looks kind of creepy. I mean, it is called the scare mask though, so I don't really know what I expect. Yeah, follow me. Follow me, guys. Alright, so there's a blue pack. So we'll just make a little circle around here. Twig Spirit Shield, I am intrigued. We'll grab it. And we might actually pick up some extra whites here because we're going to be heading back to town pretty quick anyways. So it kind of makes sense because you want to have wisdom scrolls around. You don't want to have something sitting in your bag that you just can't even identify. You got to strike a balance. Yeah, it's definitely doing some good damage. And it's kind of nice to get away from lightning tendrils. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love lightning tendrils, guys. It's kind of like an odd crush for me. If somebody could have a crush on a skill, is lightning tendrils. I just ever since they released it, you know, I think it was last league or league before, I've thought it was a really good skill, and I've enjoyed. I think I've passed it. Did I pass it? No. Normally it's right down there. I guess it's right up here. Most tile sets ends up not being there, so let's drop down a flame totem. Be careful not to rip here, of course. We got a little rippy there, didn't we? All right, pick up that and that and that and that. Mana flask, excellent. I think that's better than the one we've got on. Yep. We'll take it back to town with us. And we'll pick up the rest of this stuff just to sell, and then we're going to actually exit the character selection and go back in this way. Yes, I'm bad. I ripped. Okay. Now, what do we want to ID here? Still can't wear that. That's a shame. Okay. Adds fire damage plus 4 life gain on kill. That's actually not very bad at all. Nah, it's not very good. Strength and int, we'll wear it even though it doesn't have energy shield on it, which will open this up to us. The real question here is, what do we want here? This, I don't know, let's just look at the damage. So I guess we need to leave that on there. So 24, 24, 30. Alright, so we'll go with this. Yes, yes. And let's look at this shield here. Ooh, +1 level of socketed lightning gems. So the pendulum swings back the other way here, guys. We're probably going to go ahead and wear this, and we're going to put lightning tendrils in it. And we're going to use lightning tendrils again as our main. Sorry, magma orb. I'm going to keep leveling it. Don't get me wrong, I'm going to keep leveling it. But, yeah, it's too good to pass up at this point. So we'll just get rid of all this stuff. We'll hawk it. Hawk it. And we'll keep that around. If we get another small, we can upgrade. Drop that in there and that in there. Okay, pull that back out. Alright, so Tarkly. Yeah, okay. And now we're going to actually go get the crab. And we'll probably do the same thing that we did. We might even take back some extra whites again, just to get some wisdom scrolls. But we don't have to pick those up just right yet. Can do it closer to killing the crab. Now we are level 7. We still need to be a little cautious with the crab. He can hit pretty hard. So there's people that are already in. There's people that have already beaten Mervale, which, you know, not really too much of a surprise. I did rip. So. Yeah, our damage is definitely went up. It's definitely doing better. So this is looking like a dead end. Okay. Lightning tendrils now up to 64. Very good. We're about to get another tasty level too. You know, getting something that's very helpful for this fight. Getting something that gives +1 to level of gems in a race seems extremely good. Extremely good. Another coral ring, huh? I think we put that on over this, to be honest. It's only going to help our survivability. I don't think mana's going to be a real issue. And we're melting these guys pretty fast. Deep Dweller is right over here. Now, of course, he's going to summon his little ads, but I think as long as we are smart about it, it shouldn't be a problem. I mean, he's dying pretty quick. Whenever he gets crit, he loses a lot of health. So, yeah, he's almost dead. Alright, and we'll just grab everything here. Just to sell. And we do the same thing again. So that we save on those portal scrolls. Go over here and talk to Mr. Turkley. Oh, that blows. Okay. Is there anything we need to ID? Well, we'll ID this. +1 to level socket to melee gems. Not too bad. And yeah. But we're just going to sell everything off here except for that ring. We'll keep that ring around just in case. We need to sell that chest too. We don't need it just yet. We've got a pretty decent chest sitting in our bag. Alright, so this should definitely improve our damage, our spell damage. And we'll dump everything in again. And we're back off. Now we're going to head back to the ledge. We're going to push into the climb. There's no point in grinding the ledge since we're already almost level 8. I mean, we're going to kill things, but we're just, you know, some people, you know, like, will double back and pick up a small life flask there. If we get one more flask, we can upgrade it to a medium. Kind of a way to get around some bad RNG. So this guy, Carvaroscu here, he is moving. He is almost to Veil Construct already. So some of the big guns actually showed up for this one. I saw Rise was in this race too, and he's very good. Alright, so we're actually going to dip down and grab some of this Tasty Life. Yes, yes. Oh my god, this is rippy as hell. Rippy as hell. Alright, luckily we have really good DPS at this point. So we got a good amount of experience off of that. I really don't like the birds. They scatter around. They hit really hard with their blood. I mean, they don't have a lot of hit points. That is true, but just yeah. I've ripped to birds before. You know, in races, not in races. So you gotta respect them. Respect the birds. Kill these blue goats here. Try not to rip. Take a look at that goat spawn. Level 18. Man, that guy is scooting. He is scooting right along. Okay. If you hear a sound like an asthma inhaler, it's just me getting a quick vape. Long race like this. Normally I try not to vape because I know the sound is very easy to hear. But in a long race like this, I'm going to go ahead and probably grab a few pulls off of it. I'll try not to do it a lot. So we're going to skip the boss here just because he'd take too long to kill. If he wandered his way over here and we ended up killing him with some other mobs, I'm fine with that, like this. But, you know, even then, he's still got a ton of life left. Not worth the investment, really. Return on investment is low. So we're going to come up here and kill the Warden. And when we kill the Warden, we'll throw on that chest. Help us with some survivability. A second Quicksilver Flask would be pretty baller at this point. That might require like sacrificing a chicken or something. I always want to go in that door and like I know that it's never going to be that door. So I don't know, instinct I guess, habit. Bad habit. Nothing that way. Okay, so there's Chatters. Skipping him. He's gonna follow us though. We just don't want to get hit by him. We do want to kill all these blue zombies for some good expa. Yeah, fuck you, Chatters. Language, earmuffs. You know what? I'm gonna kill him because he's low anyways. We'll pick up his shit here. Ooh, iron ring. We want that iron ring. And we out. Alright, we want to kill this blue guy here. So we got a shrine here we can pick up. What is it? Oh, lovely. Gotta love the speed shrine. Just hope you don't waste it, you know? Kind of like what I'm doing right now. It's probably a waste of the speed shrine, but... This is definitely the wrong way. Oh, I love the speed shrine. So good. So good. I don't even know what I just picked up there. Didn't see. Alright, so we're in the upper prison. Speed shrine, goodbye. It was nice having you. I will miss you. Alright, so let's grab that. That's really going to help out our survivability. Yeah, we're over 300 hit points now. Oh, I remember what I was going to say earlier. I think in regard to bandits, we're going to help Oak. That's Sawbones. Basically because the plus 40 hit points will give us a lot of good survivability. And we'll get more out of that than we would out of anything else. Especially when basically our real goal is just not to die. We're not trying to set any sort of speed record, as already evidenced by the rip. I think this is the right direction. I think. I got the feels that it's the right direction. We'll see. Another coral ring. Beautiful? Beautiful. See what this box is. Strong box. Could give us something good. Check it out. At the very least, it's going to give us a nice tight cluster of mobs to kill. So, let's see. Cast Ice Nova. We'll pop it and just move away. On normal, that Ice Nova radius is pretty pathetic. So it's not really anything to worry about. Hits like a truck in the higher difficulties if you're not ready for it. Okay, Orb Alchemy has definitely made our investment already very good. Alright, we're not going to pick up anything else. We're just going to go ahead and push on to the Warden. Warden might drop something for us. We can always make some space if we have to. Come back here. Come on, dude. Enfeeble doesn't really do anything to us since we're a caster. Split arrow. Alright, we're gonna go, I think what I've decided to do is go up here. I'm gonna go in here, duck in here. I'm gonna go up, pick up Amplify, Light of Divinity, and then we're gonna shoot out this direction. I don't think the armor scraps are really necessary for us. Getting a lot of Scrolls of Wisdom. Can't say that I'm unhappy about that. Should be, Warden's place should be around here somewhere. Another Scroll of Wisdom. Man, that guy is just absolutely a beast. He is a beast. When I grow up, I want to be just like him. Where are you, entrance? Rip run. Can't find the Warden. Not that bad. So I had a good feeling earlier, and apparently my feels were wrong. Apparently. Because I think we've just went on a big wild goose chase. Yeah. Definitely some wild geese living down there. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Ooh, Orb of Chance. Glad I killed you. I'm glad you stood in my path. I'm very glad. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and throw in this chest. And, yeah, make our way there. Oh, we got some necklaces we could maybe put on. Okay. Okay, we'll throw that on. It's probably not going to give us very much because the percentage, you know, because of the fact that our energy shield is so low already, 3% is like nothing. So maybe actually I should rethink that. I mean, that's not really going to be much better. The only thing we're going to get out of it's a little bit of lightning resist, but whatever. Whatevs. So with the Warden, we're going to keep our Flame Totem down. It'll do damage and distract him a little bit, which is good because he hits pretty hard. And yeah, just try to put some damage on him when we can. Uh, Try to make sure that his mobs that he kind of summons don't surround us. Of course, don't stand in the spikes, don't get hooked. And that's pretty much the encounter. So, yeah. There's the chain. So, when you see the chain come out, you normally can lay some damage on him. That's kind of your signal that you can put some damage on him. See, the chain's probably about to come out. Maybe. There it goes. Nope. Where's your chain, buddy? There's the chain, but it didn't yank us. Alright. Just going for the kill. Well, maybe not. I thought we would, but we are a little low on flash charges. Ooh, there was some lag there. Did you guys see that? Could have been pretty rippy. Brutus, please. Flame Totem for the win? Yeah. Okay, so there are some things here that we're going to want to grab. So we're going to end up dumping out some stuff here. Let's ID this. Nah. Nah. Alright, let's check this wand. Huh, that's not too bad at all. So we're at 72, 70. Okay. So just that addition to spells is enough, apparently. I don't think the quiver is really going to have a chance of helping us. Carving knife could be beneficial. Okay. It's a small life flask, small mana flask. All right. Let's head on out. Move on out. Head back to town. Alright. Man, you know, if I was playing some kind of like a shadow, you know, some kind of a dagger build, I would love that. I mean, it still might be good. Just look at that, adds 8 to 12 fire damage to spells, but we would lose the increased elemental damage. That's still better. It's still better. We'll keep with the one we've got. With these boots. Ooh, movement speed boots. Hello. Hello. Magma orb in there, and flame totem in there. About this tunic. I'm gonna keep this tunic just because we're about to come up on Merv. Yeah, we're gonna wear those. Let's find another location for all this stuff. And then we will pick up, let's see. So we could go lightning tendrils. Now we are using this 65% increased physical damage. We'll take it. Just see. So it's 98.3. 98.3. So I guess I'm miscalculating something there, or not understanding completely the interplay, and that's fine. It was worth looking at the very least. Okay, let's dump some of this stuff in here. We'll go ahead and carry that with us. Chance Orb will take that too. That's a pretty good coral ring there. Let's okay, yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, not too bad. We'll keep that around. Dump that in there. I'm going to alchemy this belt. Not exactly what I would like to have seen. I think Glacial Hammer's days are probably done. So, all right, Tarkly. We're gonna take Flame Dash. My love for Flame Dash is fairly well documented in other videos. So I don't have any problem with keeping this chest on now. Alright, let's head back to Prisoner's Gate. So we definitely are moving slow. In one of my other videos that was a Mervale kill, we killed Mervale in about 44 minutes. Here we are 49 minutes in and not to Mervale. But I did do the Deep Dweller, I did rip one time, so all these things do add up over the course of a race. So I don't know that we really need to take another Iron Ring, but we will. Alright, let's kill these mobs. I wanna allocate that point at some point soon. Grab that portal scroll. Alright. Tendrils. Oh. Alright, so we're gonna go over here. We're gonna pick this up now. And next up, we're gonna swing up and get that area of effect increase. Blarg, much too long. That's pretty funny. Hey, you don't have to do it. If you don't want to race, you don't have to do it. Somebody with a name like that, you probably think that they're probably pretty good at racing, so they probably don't need the points that are guaranteed here. These races are more designed, I mean, for people who aren't as good at racing. I'm just gonna say. I mean, you can still get some extra points if you are good at racing, but like they're really designed for people who enjoy racing but aren't very good at it and still want to get some rewards. Speaking of rewards, you know, I started out this season, my goal was to get a Rathpith, but I'd also planned on racing some, like, quite a bit more than what I have been racing. I had intended on having some videos that would just be recorded with no commentary, but then I decided that that would be pretty damn boring. So I was like, never mind on that. We'll keep those to sell. And now we can actually, when we go back to town, we can sell those 3 smalls to get a medium. But anyways, my original plan was to do a little bit more racing than what I have been doing. I still don't know that if we would have gotten to a Rathpith, when I actually crunched the numbers on it, it would be really difficult for a new racer to get to that. So I was thinking maybe getting to Rash Calders, which is 250, but still, with the amount that I race, and you know, I miss races a lot on days off because I do take days off. I think that's probably a little bit out of reach, but we should definitely be able to get to the sword at 100 points. That one's pretty easy to reach. So, which we've already got. We've already received the first 2 rewards. The Ungol's Harmony pendant. Wow, I just flame dashed right through his ass, didn't I? And also the white ring. Which I've always thought alternate art on like rings and stuff. I'm just kind of like, okay, why, you know? So what that picking up those things are going to do is Lightning Tendrils is an AoE ability. So it's going to spread it out and hit more things for the same amount of cost. So it's a win-win-win. Okay, now that's what I'm kind of looking for. Something like that gives us some mana regen. Medium mana flask too, huh? What are you trying to tell me, game? Alright, if we get another small, we can upgrade. We really don't even need to, so we'll probably just sell at this point. Okay, so we are looking, we are going to do the Fairgraves quest. So we're looking for that right now is what's going on. Is it necessary? No, it's absolutely not necessary. But it's going to greatly aid our survivability. It's going to let us pick up some extra things in our skill tree. Blarg, much too long. I mean, you're complaining about it being long, but then you're also entering optional side areas, so I question your motives, sir. Okay, let's ID this strongbox. 2 additional magic items, revives nearby. With onslaught. Let's see if we can get something different. We definitely don't want that. Oh my god, we completely kind of like crapped. Oh well, I mean I guess it's a little bit of an increase. But what I was saying is we kind of pooped ourselves in, got ourselves in a pickle there. Okay, so another Alk, very good. Reckoning. So as you can see, DPS is definitely not an issue. We're melting through stuff very quickly. Main concern is still survivability, but we're getting we're getting there. We're getting there. We've got almost 400 hit points. I don't feel like absolutely threatened sitting on the edge of my chair like I was in the Brutus fight. And we can, when we make our cold resist ring, we can negate a lot of the potential deadliness of that encounter with Merveil. And I'm not too worried about the Veil construct because if you know if you know what to do, it's not hard. Not hard at all. So really, other than that, that's pretty much going to leave us Piety. So as you can see, I'm starting to leave some stuff behind, simply because it's not worth our time. So we're going to cap off Fairgraves here. We can go ahead and drop our totem down. And yeah, he does some summon Raging Spirits action. He also does Spectral Throw. Let me turn the volume off on that. Okay. Yeah, nothing here. And we're gonna grab this, so it's actually going to improve the damage of Lightning Tendrils even more. Yeah, just a little bit, but it's gonna spread it out even more too. Yeah, you can see it's got a nice radius on it. So, you want some? Come get some. And then we're gonna head back to town for a quick meeting with Bestel and another point. And we'll do a little selling. Okay, so now we're going to come up here and pick up Light of Divinity. Cast speed is very good for Lightning Tendrils. Medium Life Flask. Adds knockback to melee attacks. Absolutely not necessary. Okay, that's not bad. It's better. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we can just sell this stuff. We'll go ahead and take that medium, just in case we get another medium. What that will let us do is that'll let us make another large. So definitely worth it. All right. We really need some blue skill gems. Is what we need. So let's throw that over there. We'll keep that on us. Coral Amulet. Okay. I want to sell that. Sell. Okay. Yeah, blue skill gems is what we need. We're not gonna. I guess we can go ahead and use our magma orb here to make a cold resist ring, but that's the only one we've had so far. So 28% is not bad. All right. Let's head on out. We'll probably throw that ring on when we head into the Merveil's Caverns area, because most of the stuff in there is going to do cold damage. Oh, another medium mana flask. Smashing. Okay, Flame Dash leveled up. Greater Life Flask. Good. So we'll throw that on. He's a big boy, isn't he? Okay, so there's the entrance over there. Alright, we'll head back and get our reward from Nessa. And we'll take just a blue gem to make another cold ring. Not too bad. And we'll go ahead and do that. So that's not bad at all. We'll replace that. Lose a little bit of hit points, but it's alright. And we'll keep these rings around. No need for that. So our cold resist should be fairly decent at this point. I don't think we need to keep this medium flask around anymore. Man, my nose is itching like fierce. I don't know what's going on. Alright. Back to it. Alright. Probably not going to be picking up many blues from now on. Probably going to be focusing on grabbing, scooping up yellows and currency. I might pick up some whites if it has a desirable base on it. Maybe. Just have to see. Another greater mana flask. Wonderful. So we'll be able to upgrade our mana flask when we go back to town. 3 additional items. Yes, please. Never know what it's going to be. Could be a unique, right? But no. Some flasks. We're not going to mess with her. We're going to mess with these. Kill Mervale. She won't be bad at all. Like I said, the only one that I think will be tough will be Stream of Monsters, huh? Ooh, Rogue Exile. That could be cool. Could also be a rip. We'll see. Who's it gonna be? Jonah? Jonah? Yeah, Jonah Unchained. So he's pretty easy. Alright. Amber Amulet. Very good. We'll pick up that lightning resist ring. Still something left? Yeah. Anything up here? No. Don't really think the scraps are worth picking up at this point. I've got a bit of a ring addiction, guys. I admit it. But if we ever stumble upon, you know, like, I don't know, some alks, we could always do some alks on some stuff and try to get a really nice ring. Alright. Flame Totem, be a distraction. Just like I need you to. And basically, we just don't stand in her, that thing right there. If we don't stand in that in phase 1, we're fine. The ads don't really matter. They're not going to do enough damage to us. And then in phase 2 is really face roll. Because her Screech thing just doesn't really do enough damage to us. And just as long as we don't stand in the spouts, it won't really matter. She will summon some little ads, but they'll get melted away very quickly. She does like to warp around a lot. Okay. Greater life flask, medium life flask, coral amulet, rawhide gloves, chest plate. Yes, please. Alright, now we're going to grab Light of Divinity, which should also increase our DPS. And we'll push into town. We'll kill some monkeys here. Push into town. We're not going to do the Den side quest. We are going to kill the Bandit Lords because we have to. We're going to help Oak. Means we'll kill Alira and Caitlin to get that tasty 40 hit points, which will greatly improve survivability. Actually, thinking about it, the spider, the weaver, and the weaver's nest could be a little dicey because it hits pretty hard, but we probably should melt it fairly quickly. Over here? Yeah. Okay. Kind of threw me off a little bit there. Okay, let's look here. Well, we want to look at those. Whew! Man, those would be really good for melee. Add a ton of damage. Some life, cold. I mean, it's better than this. And and nah. Okay, that's good. I don't think we need to ID that. That's not any good. Nope. Nope. Huh. Some life. The strength's going to give us an additional 14 life. Some energy shield. Yeah, I'd say it's definitely an increase. Alright, so let's see in here. So we can sell that and sell that. Yep. So let's sell this, this, and this. That'll give us a large. Very good. And then we'll sell this, 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 and this, and this, and this. We're just basically going to clear out our bag. We want to keep the lightning resist for Act 3. Keep those two. And we're probably going to slide this ring back on. But we're going to stash these other ones. And we'll stash that, just in case. Saving it for a rainy day, right guys? Throw that in our bag. I like to keep some of those around. Okay. I'm satiated. Alright, so we're going to head straight for the Chamber of Sin. Skipping. We're going to skip the Den. No point in doing it. I mean, it does give a quest reward, but we're not going to mess with it. Goodbye, boss. Normally the Den is never that close to the road for me. It's like a sign. The game's trying to distract me. It's like, do me, do me. But not like that. I would love to kill those skeletons, but I'm not going to deviate that much from my path. What level are we? 14? The covered up hollow. So we grab that waypoint first, basically so that when we finish up here, we can just head back to town. We don't have to come all the way back out of the Chamber of Sin. What level is this zone? 15. So it's good to keep the zone that you're in a little bit higher level than you, because it helps your experience. Not like your in-game experience, but like your character experience. Duh. We'll want to be careful in here too of the black spider that can show up sometimes. Hits pretty hard. Pick up that flask. Looks like I got some stench on me. Some stank on you. I gotta remember to be using my flame dash more. This is so good. So good. Alright, well, that looks good. Let's see what's in here. Yeah, we're gonna do that. It's like the perfect chest. Look at all those zombies and skeletons. I mean, just don't stand in the stench and you're fine, basically. There's a spider. We're cleaning this up. We've got like almost a whole level out of this chest, just because it spawns so many magic mobs. It's the chest of dreams. And it dropped like nothing. Just a bunch of poop. Bunch of poop. Yeah, let's pick up that stone hammer for our maps. Alright, so now we're going to grab Elementalist here. And our play is going to be to zip over here, and then zip down here and grab Devotion. And then we're going to come back through here, and we'll be keeping our eyes peeled for a gem. Ideally, I would like to get a gem probably that had like health on it. Like a survivability gem would be good. I like fighting the spiders because they're more aggressive. They're faster, they come right at you. And they still don't have a whole lot of hit points. Now if they've got Viper Strike on, it can be very, very rippy. Oh, my favorite. Oh man. Now we can zip through here. Warp speed. Where are you at? $16. Hooray! Those crits, man. We do want to go back and grab that orb. There it is. Alright, so let's put our point in here. So a little bit of strength, that'll help us. Give us some hit points, and it'll also open up some gearing options for us, potentially. So normally, the place you need to go here for Chamber of Sins is over in this direction. I say normally, things can happen. It doesn't always work out the same way, which is good, because that keeps the racing, fresh. But just generally speaking, the tile set, it's usually over here. Because you're wanting to come over here and have a little meeting, a little chit chat. And we've been getting some really, really good clustering of mobs in this race, in this zone. A few other times that I've came here just desperately needing experience in races to, to finish off strong, and just couldn't seem to find, what I needed. So I think, it's going to be through here. Gonna have you always know it's it because it's going to be a long hallway followed by a left-hand turn and another long hallway. So we're going up here to rescue Helena from Fidelitas, which he can hit pretty hard, so we're going to want to be kind of careful here. We want to try to take out his buddies first. I mean, he's taking some good damage, so not too worried about it. Yeah, we're doing fine. Okay, let's grab that ring. And then go up here and get the Baleful Gem, talk to Helena, and then we're going to exit out to character selection. Very good. Okay, now let's take a look at what we got here. We did get a rapier. And we're going to sell the rapier. And we're also going to sell these mana flasks. So we can pick up Enduring Cry, Herald of Ice, Herald of Ash, or Herald of Thunder. I think Enduring Cry is very good if you have a cast when damage taken set up to burn off an Immortal Call, which we don't. So I'm going to go with Herald of Thunder. And that should also boost our DPS up even more. So now we get another flask. Bueno. Muy bueno. Drop this stuff in there. Oh, forgot to sell the rapier. Duh. Alright. And that Herald of Thunder, we'll put that on T. So it's not something we're going to be messing with very much. Now, we don't have to talk to Silk. It's not necessary. We can just go on about our business. So now we're going to push into this next area over here with Creighton to kill him. Now, what would be really smooth with the Herald of Thunder would be to get a curse on hit with like Assassin's Mark. Would be very, very good, but probably not going to happen. Probably not going to happen. Good thing about these mobs is definitely that they approach you. Okay, level 17. We'll grab that. Not going to mess with the gold amulet. Grab the waypoint, though it's really kind of unnecessary. We won't be coming back here. Can't hit me. Alright. Let's go ahead and put our point into here. So Creighton is a Flicker Striker. We're just going to work his buddies down first. And then we're going to get on him. I'm going to kill all of his friends first. He does do decent damage. But really the main danger here is that you'll get surrounded. Come on, dude. I know you're scared of the Flame Totem, but really. Alright, and we exit out of the game. I guess we should probably pick up Some of this, forget about it. I don't think we really are hurting on wisdom scrolls at this point. Okay. We know that bow is going to be useless for us. No move speed equals no equip. What's this? Greater life flask. Be good. Put in the stash. Put it in the stash. Alright, cool. Cool. Alright, now we go the opposite direction basically. Turn that back on. Now the snakes haha, I said do chaos damage, so you have to be a little bit careful with them, especially if there's a lot of them. They surround you. But right now, the main thing we're wanting to do in this area is pick up the waypoint and then push on through. We will be doubling back at some point in time to go to the north into the wetlands, but not right now. Alright, so this is like one of the area bosses, Callie Foxfly. We're not gonna mess with her actually. She has like mirror arrow. Forget about that. Ooh, ooh-wee. 18% quality, huh? That could be good. Give me like an 18% quality lightning tendrils. I'll be your friend forever. Well, we did get an 18% quality poison arrow. Too bad we're not an archer. That would be Bala. Alright, we will grab it. Greater mana flask, too. That's not where we're wanting to go. We're not wanting to go to the wetlands. Why is there just people are just slamming doors around here? Well, I think we missed the waypoint, which is a bit of a bummer, but we'll survive. I'm not going to double back for it. Alright, so this area is chock full of things to do. We need to kill Illyra. We also need to kill the spider. So you can always usually tell what the spider is because if you find the waypoint, just make a like a turn to the opposite side of the road, and if you see some webbed up trees, you know you're going the right direction. So usually it's kind of off in a little alcove, like so. But we need to grab this spike out of here so that we clear up the vines and get into the Vale Ruins to progress. He got flame dashed. He didn't like it either. Yeah, we'll pick up that staff and see what's up. Alright, now we can start picking up some life again. Okay, dead ends. grand life flask, huh? So, yeah. It's gonna be up here. We will need to be a little bit careful on the Weaver. She can hit pretty hard with that poison spray. We'll try to keep a totem down to distract her. Guarded by Rogue Exile. Let's do it. I don't see the Rogue Exile yet. Must be up closer to the top. Not really a big concern here. Copper plate, huh? Anything else we need to look at? Maybe this wand. Yeah. Maybe that A-gate amulet. Good. Okay. Not really gonna bother with those scraps. There are the Weaver's Chambers. Orb of Alteration, you're always welcome at my house. So drop our totem, spawn the spider. Again, we just want to be very careful here. As you can see, that poison, when it hits you, it can really hurt. But it's not going to be really any problem. We're doing a lot of damage to this spider. Between the flame totem and my lightning tendrils, we're not really having too much of an issue. All right, so we're going to do the same thing with character selection. We're going to bounce out, bounce back in. We'll use this as an opportunity to identify and sell very quickly. That is a good amount of life, so we're going to swap that out. And I'll check this wand out. Look at that physical damage on that wand. Okay. Now that's interesting. So now we have a +1 socketed lightning gem wand. So our DPS right now is at 198. So let's take this out. 150, 151. So it actually went down a pretty good deal. So I guess we know what we're going to be doing here. What's going on here? What? So it was giving itself the dex that it needed to actually use it, it appears. That's fantastic. So we may have just like kind of screwed ourselves there a little bit. Wonder. I know I sold that Jade Amulet. See if I have anything with any dex on it. That's comical. Yeah, requires level 10, 18 dex, and we have 14 dexterity right now. And we were able to use it just because it had +17 dex on it, so it's kind of paying for itself. But then when we unequipped it, rip. Let's see if Yena has a Jade Amulet, which she does. It's going to cost us an Orb of Transmutation, but I think it's worth it to try to get that thing back on. Okay. Oh my god, misadventures. Misadventures. Yeah, DPS is much better. I thought the staff might actually be pretty decent, but it just, compared to this and this, it's just not. It's just not. ahead and sell that too. Keep this Orb of Augmentation with us. Flame Dash. Greater Mana Flask. We got a few of those now. Grand Life Flask. Let's get that in there. So we can do a little magic there. Now we have 2 Grand Life Flasks. Beautiful. 18% Poison Arrow. Why, game? Why? Why not something I could use a little bit? Alright, so now we just keep heading down, and we're looking for some markers on the side of the road, and that will tell you how to get to Alira's hideout. Right here. And then you just follow the stones. It'll take you sometimes in a kind of a roundabout fashion to her hideout. And we are going to be killing her. Searing Bond, huh? Excuse me. Want to watch out for these guys. If a bunch of them exploded in our face, it could be a bad day. We're gonna kill her. Big thing here with her, she can summon some zombies at a pretty slow pace. I think you gotta watch out for is corpse explosion. She can do quite a bit of damage with her corpse explosion ability. So you just want to try not to stand around where a bunch of corpses are. And she will be the last bandit that we kill, because when we go to the wetlands we will choose the option to help Oak. Now we need to head back out. We're going to make for the road and head to the end of the road to open the Thaumatic Seal, which will give us another passive point. It's quite a number of them, isn't it? All right. So that both gave us some hit points, but also improved the quality of our auras. So our Herald of Thunder is going to be granting us a little bit more DPS now. Not much at this level, but a little bit. All right, exit the character selection. We go back in, and we're going to head back to Act 1 and talk to Vestal. Pop that point, and now we're going to head this direction. We still haven't gotten any jewel sockets yet, or any jewels to put in the socket yet, but maybe someday soon. Would be beautiful. And now we go back to Act 2, and this is where it would have been nice if we would have found this waypoint, because we could have went to the waypoint, we would have been pretty much right there. But it's okay. So we'll just follow the road until we basically can't follow the road, and then we'll find the trail again. So we can't follow the road. It's either going to be up or down, duh. Ornate Strongbox, huh? Let's see what's in it. Ignites me. Nah, I'll pass. I'll pass. I don't even want to roll on it. So here's a log. Apparently that monkey wanted joust. Looks like he lost. Well, I am very bad at remembering to use Flame Dash. Which is a shame because it's really good. Especially when it just outright kills mobs. Alright, so we still didn't find the waypoint. Congratulations, us. But oak shouldn't be that bad to find. Blacksmith strongbox, huh? Nah. Alright, so here's oak. But we're going to be helping him, so we don't have to fight him. Which is good, because I normally find that he's probably the hardest of the three. So, helping oak. And now we're up to almost 700 hit points. Okay, so now what we do is we head for... lag. We're going to head to the north here to try to find the northern forest, which it's going to be right here. Yay! Or Vale Ruins, which will lead us to the northern forest, which will lead us to Ye Old Pyramid. And then we can head to Act 3. So my initial estimate was an hour and a half to 2 hours. Looks like we're going to be a little bit behind that. Yeah. I'm playing a bit slow, I would say. I could be pushing probably a bit harder, a bit faster. But I think you know, that early rip does kind of take it out of you, even if you say you're not really trying to be competitive. Just, you know, dying that early definitely puts a bit of a damper on it. So I probably haven't been trying to move as fast as I possibly could. Always making the best decisions. When to engage and when not to engage. So. I think the highest level that gives points in this race is 26. So that's our goal for level. We want to get to level 26, which right now we're 19. So we're not very far off from that. Probably be a situation where if we, you know, when we hit level 26, you know, assuming that we don't rip, which we shouldn't, we will want to just speed through at that point, because there really won't be any point in prolonging anything. A second Quicksilver Flask would go a long, long way at this point. So I'm pretty good at remembering to use my Quicksilver Flask, but I'm not so good at using Flame Dash. Okay, so these guys are going to explode. We don't want to be there for that. Level 20. Jewel socket, but no jewels to put in it. Oh well. Now that is one thing about Flame Dash that is very good, is being able to go up levels. Any ability that lets you do that, I really do enjoy. Yeah, keep dropping totems down, big boy. See how far it gets you. Probably down here. Yay, we found it. We found it. We did it, Reddit. Alright. Now we're in the northern forest. So, there's absolutely fuck all in this place really to do or see. Main thing that you want to watch out for here is the Devourers. You want to watch out for the Devourer mob type here. And I believe the spiders can Viper Strike. Oh, and there also are these snakes, which can be a pain, especially if they're a magic mob type and they can fire off multiple projectiles. So just be aware of that if you are watching. Which, if you're hearing my voice, you are watching, so it's kind of a redundant statement, huh? There's a Devourer. So on normal, they're really not that bad, unless you're just absolutely underleveled. It's not a big deal. Now there is a boss here. It's a snake, but he's really not that bad either. Levels, you know, and gear pretty much fixes everything in normal. Nothing is really that deadly. Well, there's a ghost. Let's see if we can get him inside something, huh? Not that way, sir. Sir? Sir. Thank you. There you go. Oh my goodness, he only hit one? How is this possible? How is that possible? Ghost AI improved my ass. There's the boss. You can tell because he's a little bit bigger and he has that red pattern on his back, I believe. Alright, so now we are in the caverns, which will lead us to the temple. So, rip Act 2, pretty much. Caverns generally take quite a bit longer than actually getting through the temple. If you've, if you've played through a few times, you realize that the temple is pretty easy to navigate. Generally, you just go basically to like the opposite side of the stair that you were on, and then, yeah, that's it. So, caverns can be a little bit twisty-turny, but not too bad. Alright, so there's 21. Picking up some levels pretty quickly here. The bears can hit pretty hard, but they're just so slow. I mean, it's not even really a thing. Alright, int. So we're making our way basically for that really nice looking triangle, where we're going to be picking up some very good damage nodes. And it's going to work very well with, in particular, with Hybrid Flask, huh? Nah. I'm not turning back now. It's going to work very well with our Lightning Tendrils. What would be really nice to get attached to our Lightning Tendrils would be like a Spell Echo. Would be very good. Would be just swell. That's something I hadn't thought about. We could actually look and see what we can buy from the vendor and hook into this stuff. Might be worth it. Might be worth taking a few moments to do. No, you died. That means you get absolutely no points for anything, brother. Can you imagine how annoying that would be? Another person died. At least I'm pretty sure that's the way it works, even if you've accomplished it. Alright, let's head back to town. Let's just take a look and see what gems are for sale. Normally, you probably wouldn't want to do this in a race, but you'd want to have this already all planned out, but we got plenty of time. Let's see, Yena, what you got?
Well, not a lot of anything, really.
Arctic armor could be okay. Tempest shield? I don't know. Act 1. See what Act 1's got. Because of the fact that we didn't do a lot of the side quests, maybe some of this stuff isn't going to really be open to us. Here's some more stuff.
Added lightning damage.
Knockback, stun. Life gain on hit. could be good. And we already do have that red there. But if we put this added lightning, if we recolor this, that added lightning would end up being level 5, which could be pretty stroke. What else could we grab here? Might be worth grabbing. I think we're going to grab the added lightning damage, and we're going to use some of our chromatics to try to recolor this this shield just very, very quickly. Maybe we have 9. There we go. And let's see. So now that's level 7, and what are we at? 248, 303. So that was definitely worth investing in. And we'll just, don't question it. Just go with it. We don't need it, but we're just gonna drag it along because we're friends now. Me and that thing, we're friends. So yeah, whatever. So that's another nice boost to our damage. All right, so now we are actually kind of in, I guess you'd call it the basement of the temple. And we're looking for the actual temple entrance. Generally, it seems like it's kind of over in this corner. Generally, I say though. Not always. To my knowledge. To be careful with making like absolute statements. I don't want to like tell people things in my videos. Ooh, tasty. That are wrong. So if you ever are, if you're ever watching, I say something that's just absolutely not the case, please let me know, because I want to know. And it's never my intent to give incorrect information to anybody. So as you can see, it looks like it was not in that corner. So we'll check over here. Thank you, Flame Dash, for being a friend. Being a bro. Alright. Back out. And no. Those things are shooting a hella amount of projectiles at us. So we do need to be careful, be wary of them. Stop and kill some of them. Greater Mana Flask, I'm down with that. Alright, where haven't we really been? Over here, I guess. Life gain on hit could have been pretty good too, with the way Lightning Tendrils works. Could have been a good survivability. And ooh, Chaos Orb. Nice. And at some point we might actually look at trying to like put some jewelers on that shield and put some more links into it. That could be an option. Alright, so now we're actually in the temple proper. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to head to the other side. Yep, see, there it is already. And each successive layer up gets narrower and narrower. So, and that's as you would expect. I mean, it is a temple. These guys are blue. Let's kill them. Giant Life Flask. Yes, please. 2 stone ring, very cool. Pick that up. So we are taking more damage now, but I still feel pretty comfy with where we're at. So there'll be one more level after this, and then we'll be at the apex. And this level is always very, very small. 22. More blues. Very good. Alright. I was pretty sure that was going to dead end. So it's going to be over here. Basically, our strategy for the Veil fight is don't stand in Smasherino, don't get Zapperino'd. Ooh, Quicksilver Flask. Thank you, RNGesus. And that's pretty much it. I mean, he's going to summon some ads, but we're going to melt through them really fast. So that's no problem. Son of a bitch. Alright. We're not going to throw that Quicksilver on just yet. It would be empty anyways, so what's really the point? So it takes him a minute to drag his ass out. We'll drop down a Flame Totem. Yeah, he's going to summon some ads, but they're going to melt really fast, and they'll basically just be a source of charges for us. The big thing you don't want to get caught up in is probably the smash on normal. The lightning zap doesn't really do a whole lot of damage. Typically the way that I kind of avoid that is whenever he pops up, you just want to kind of be on the move every time he switches what he's doing. And if you do that, you're pretty much going to be able to avoid it. And if you got Flame Totem even, he will sometimes just zap that. Now if you ever see rocks falling from the ceiling, what that means is that, whew, man, he is smashing fast. Anyways, if you ever see rocks falling from the ceiling, that just basically means he's kind of in a holding pattern, not really doing anything. So, like right there, you can just lay some DPS on him. He is switching through phases super fast. I don't think he normally does it this way on on regular normal. It's pretty damn slow. You could have a cup of tea while he's, you're waiting on it. So he hasn't shot laser yet. He's mainly just been focusing on trying to smash my brains. Ooh, that was close because I hit the wrong button almost. Actually, I did hit the wrong button, but I almost just stood there and ate it. I don't know that it would necessarily would have one-shot me, but there's a good possibility. Interesting that he didn't laser, not even once. Okay, so now we are in Act 3. So we're nearing the end of our journey. We're an hour and 50 minutes in. Probably will take us 30 or 45 more minutes to get to Piety. That's just an estimate though. We're not going to do the busts. I don't think. I don't think they're necessary. Or I don't think it's necessary for us to worry about getting that that passive point. I mean, if we're in need of experience, then sure we'll do it. But I don't know that we're going to be in need of experience. We're level 22. We'll see. We want to be 26, guys. We want to be 26. So we're still one level under where we're supposed to be, and that's fine. Completely fine. Now, in Act 3, none of the mobs are, in my opinion, particularly troublesome. Thinking about it, there is a guy in the slums that can throw down a trap that it'll root you in place, which can be a problem if you don't know that you've been rooted. And then if he gets up on you, he can put the hurt lock on you. That's for sure. We might run into him. Okay, so we need to find Tolman. Let's quickly look at this stuff. Nothing's really catching my eye so far. Hey, Leo. No, we don't want to sell that. Accept. And we'll put that here, and we can actually go ahead and upgrade our flask to a grand mana flask. Okay, so Chaos Orb really in this league is, I mean, kind of borderline useless. Yeah, just for the simple fact that probably not going to be re-rolling anything. We'll keep this Chance Orb with us. All right, so crematorium is going to be in this first zone right here. Generally, when you come out, you're going to run into the sewers first. It's kind of hard to explain how to find the crematorium. It's usually pretty damn far away from this entrance. So I normally kind of hook a left here, and the sewers are usually right down here. Usually. And then I kind of just make like a like hard in that direction, like that left. Just keep going this way as much as you can. I think that's the guy that I was referring to. Yeah, it is perpetuous, perpetuous, impetuous. He can be pretty rippy, guys. So I'm actually going to probably not play with him. So I'm feeling pretty good that we're on the right path to the crematorium. Basically, you want to go as far as you can in that one direction, and then hook to the north. Yeah, it's going to be right up here. Okay. So in here, what we're basically looking for, it's just one layer. And what we're basically going to be looking for is it's kind of like a little alcove sort of set off by itself. And Piety is standing in there with some blackguards. And we'll have to basically kill the blackguards and lay some damage on Piety until she gets to about half, and then she'll retreat. Let's look over here. Piety will still, she uses all of the abilities you'd expect her to use, with the exception that she does not she does not hit red or blue portals in this phase. In this, she can still lightning. She'll still use Storm Herald, and she'll still throw out ball lightning. So you have to be cautious of that. But really, it's not bad. Those guys are fast. I don't know that I really want to play with them either. But we might peel off some of these mobs if they come in here. Alright, so this is what you're looking for. When you find that heap of dead bodies, you come up here, it'll start a dialogue. Normally what I like to do is start over here and burn down some of these guys first. And you can see there's her ball lightning. Stay up on her. See, there's the Storm Herald. She moved out of it for us. Thanks, Piety. So she's pretty close to retreating already. Yeah, now she's going to retreat out. We go up here. Tolman's dead, unfortunately, and then we just go to character selection. And give the bracelet to Clarissa. Take the sewer keys, and we talk to Marimoa for a reward. Let's see what we can get here. Vitality, Warlord's Mark, Frostbite, Conductivity, Flammability. None of these we can use until 24. Probably, I'm thinking Conductivity will be our best bet here. It'd be really nice if we could juice it up to that curse on hit, but that ain't happening. So we're going to have to hard cast it. Still not a big deal. And it will definitely make a difference in our DPS. Not on the sheet, but in terms of taking that resist down, it will make a pretty big difference. So. Alright, so where... Oh, we just leveled off a Flame Dash. Wonderful. I'm betting it's over here. Yep. And there it is. So even though we're not going after the bust quest explicitly, we're kind of going to be going sort of well, we're kind of be hitting at it, so. All right, we will probably end up picking up the first 2 busts because they're going to be on our way. In here, there is a monster that you do need to be aware of. It's a leaper. It's one of the fetid maws, and he leaps extremely quickly. Extremely quickly. So if you're not watching yourself, he can rip you pretty easily. Level are we 20? I think we're 23. Yeah. But we're gonna hit the stash in here, and this guy is very persistent. Okay, so there's the warehouse sewers. That's the way we'll take out, which will lead us to the next area where the next bust is, and we'll be able to come up in the warehouse district. Okay, so there is that. We'll go ahead and pop that now versus later. If we popped it later after we killed everything, it's basically going to be like a fight me twice on all those mobs. Alright, Jeweler's Orb, thank you, and that's pretty much it. Pick up the stash, and then we're just going to head back this direction. There's really nothing else to see in here. We didn't run into that fetid maw. Kind of grateful. I don't really like him. He has definitely ripped me a few times on Merc. Normal, not too bad, but yeah, everything is pretty juicy on Merc. Alright. So in here, we're going to pop that for the rare item just to see what it is. Okay, now that is a mob type that you have to be aware of. These guys that throw the bombs, whew. Yeah, if you're not being careful, you can get killed. Also, the dischargers can be pretty damn bad too. But on normal, their hit points are so low, it's typically not a big deal. Now, something has occurred to me. Oh, man. Wonder if I'm still recording. It says it's encoding, but... Okay, yeah, alright. I might end up... I'm really, really hoping I have enough hard drive space to capture this whole race. That occurred to me just a minute ago. I looked up at how many bytes this is, and like right now I'm sitting at like 17 gigs. So, we're probably going to want to kill all these things first before we do anything with that box over there. Alright, get this stash, good. And, let's see. Yeah, it's fine, we'll pop it. But we want to avoid, see that corpse detonation, could be really bad. These guys are flinging that shit. You can see why it could be bad. Cleaning it up. Alright, so we got absolutely nothing out of that. It's unfortunate. Now, normally guys, whenever you find the second bust, you're going to be looking in this direction. Yeah. So there's the Undying Blockage. We can't do anything with that just yet. We have to go see the Gemling Queen first. This is probably a pretty good point for us to head back to town so that we can unload those busts. So Hargan will take them even before you have all 3, just to get them out of our bag. And since we don't even really know if we're going to if we're even going to get all 3, so alright. Still can't use that other one yet. Right. I don't need to carry that around. Okay. And then we'll head back down in here. So we are definitely under level here. We've picked up our pace a little bit. We're pushing a little bit harder. Probably because I am a little afraid that this video is going to get cut short because of just not thinking about how much space I actually have. Alright. So we're looking for an exit to the warehouse district. Ooh, another flame dash. Why just have one when you can have two? Yeah. It's not going to be over here. That connects back. Yeah, that's the fetid mob type I was talking about earlier. And he's a bigger one that has like a stench cloud. So not in here. Perhaps over here. This might level us. Maybe. Pretty damn close. Now, this next kind of part in Act 3 is just like, oh my god, my least favorite part of the whole game, really. Okay, now we're 24. So 2 more levels. I don't think we're going to need to do the warehouse quest. Or not the warehouse quest, I'm sorry. The third bust quest. So we wanna swing through here and pick up this lightning damage to get to Celestial Punishment. Yeah, this I really don't like. I really don't like Warehouse District, and the market is not as bad post expansion. They really streamlined that, but this place just absolutely sucks ass. Sucks ass. If you know an easier way to get through it, please let me know. It's basically the only thing I know to do is just kind of stick along the walls and try to push towards the top. That's really all I know. I'm just a simple man. I don't know a whole lot. But what makes it kind of shitty is that you have to cut through all these buildings. And then some of the buildings you don't cut through, and just dung. Dung, in my opinion, I say. Lots of tasty mobs. Look at all those guys. Man. That's crazy. Crazy talk. I like how aggressive they are, because, you know, it's just like Experience Creek, you know, coming to you. Maybe up here would be good. Okay, so apparently we got into a warband here. Interesting. Or maybe that's just like a new addition to the game, because that's not a warband. I think I'm getting a little tired, folks. And if you're still with me, you probably are too. Bless your soul. Probably not going to be picking up a whole lot unless it just screams, you know, useful for us. I don't really see a big point in picking anything up, since we're pretty much just about there. I think we already have some green gems to make lightning resist stuff with. Alright, so here's the marketplace. Hallelujah. Alright, so normally the marketplace sewers is just right here. Like if you just go to the, you know, up here, it's going to be like right here, yep. But we're not going to go down there. In fact, even when I'm, you know, normally running through, like leveling characters through, I still don't go there, because you're going to want to come over here. It might be in the other direction. You're going to want to come over here, and you're going to want to go pick up the waypoint first. For the same reason that we did that earlier, so that you can just go back to character select. But for us, we're not actually going to be turning around and going back. We're just going to be pushing through to the battlefront. Battlefront is normally over here to your right. Normally. So if you just go over this direction, now there is a place that doesn't really have any relevance for us. The fact that it was there kind of makes me suspect that the battlefront might actually be to the left for this tile set. So now we're 25. We're one level away from capping out on points levels. And what you're looking for is just like a little red slit like that right there. That's it. So in the battlefront, what we're going to do is, well, first we're going to actually allocate this point into here. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to first look for the waypoint. And it's generally kind of up in this direction. Generally. It can be a bit challenging to find sometimes. I have had issue locating it from time to time. But it's normally up in this direction. Might be up here on this landing. Now you don't want to, it's never going to be super far up that way. Yeah, that's not good. Can we flame dash down there? That would be so awesome. And we can. Oh, so beautiful. Flame dash, you the real MVP. Stuff like that gets me really excited. So excited I started having a coughing fit. So maybe you're like up here to the left then. Yes, no, maybe so. We want to find it basically so that we can easily get back to Solaris Temple. Chance to flee, huh? I don't think that's necessary. What about down here? I mean, I've never seen it down here. We're actually kind of over in the neighborhood of the ribbon spool at this point. So I guess we'll go ahead and take that since we're over here. It's going to be up these steps. And there's like a little mini boss guarding him, but he's not really all that tough. Same rules apply for basically just about all your other encounters. Just don't get surrounded. Just play smart. So there he is. He wasn't even up with the rest of the crowd, but on normal, he's just basically nothing. Oh, well, Springleaf. I'm not really sure. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to run you, Springleaf. I don't know. We'll keep you around. Survivability-wise, you're far superior. So we just didn't come up far enough. And now what we're going to do is we're going to want to head to the docks, and we're going to want to get the item from the docks. Flame dash down. And the docks are always over here in this corner. Always. What? As, you know, the game was like, yeah, just because you said that, I'm going to screw you over. So just look on the back wall. The docks are always going to be on the back wall. Just like Solaris is always going to be on that right-hand wall. You know you're heading in the right direction with Solaris if you start hitting ribbons. Alright, so docks, our favorite grinding spot, right? Docks really aren't that bad. So there's the docks boss. Whew. He came through like a hurricane, didn't he? Don't want to stand in his stuff there. It's fire. Alright. Let's just head this direction. Those dogs are hurting, guys. They are hurting. But they're also magic. It's a magic pack, so they're going to be doing more damage. Just got to be careful. They were definitely hurting. I felt the butt cheeks clench there a little bit. Like, no, I've been playing for 2 hours. I've come too far to rip at this point. Too far to rip. Definitely want to watch out for that guy. If he comes along, that's fine. But I ain't gonna mess with him. Alright, so this is Fairgraves, which means we went in the wrong direction. Up there by Fairgraves is going to be your waypoint, which we don't need since we're not going to be coming back here at all. So there's really only one place left to go. Up here. Actually, it might be right over here. Probably not. Alright, we'll go this direction. Shoo. Dox is actually a little rippy right now. I'm actually really surprised. I didn't think that I would really hit anything that would challenge me in any of these zones, but Dox, congratulations, you've done it. Alright, we're not gonna mess with that jazz. Probably pick up that mana flask though. So it's gonna be down. I'm sure there are some like telltale signs that will show you, you like guide you to the right direction here, but I actually don't know them. Okay, so this is going to let us pick up Celestial Punishment, which on the surface doesn't really appear to be that great, but what it's going to do for us is we're going to do 25% more damage against shock targets. And with Lightning Tendrils, yep, shock is kind of the name of the game. So if something gets shocked, it's going to be down for the count. WTF, mate. Did I just like pass it or something? Surely not. Alright, let's look around. Must be down here off in this area. So that is a bit of a bummer. Just flame dash our way down there. I don't know how I missed that. Alright, so we got a nice size blue pack here. We are probably going to have to deal with them. So we'll just do so ever so carefully. Basically just pulling back when we have to. Maybe dropping a flame totem down. Whoa! Hey-oh! Hey-oh! Walked into a shitstorm. Well, that'll make you cringe. Alright, so this is what we were looking for, the Thaumatic Sulfite. And now we can exit the character selection. And we'll go back in at the battlefront and head into Solaris. Let's look at all this stuff. Not really helpful. It's pretty good life on that. Nah. I just don't see us using the Spring Leaf. Just gonna be honest. Just don't see it happening. We can use the giant mana flask now. Perfect. Alright, let's dump some stuff off. Oh, and we can use conductivity too. So that's going to work really well with our new thing that we just picked up. Alright, let's go. Home stretch, guys. Home stretch. So we go back to the battlefront. We head to over this direction. Oh, we want to get conductivity off of there. We can put it on E. You want to put your curses somewhere that's pretty easy to, somewhere pretty easy to get to. So we're just heading up here. God, it'd be so nice if we could get it on curse on hit, but meh. Meh meh. You can see it's really melty. Stuff that gets it on there, it just dies. Just that's what it does. Giant life flask. Yep. It's helpful. Okay. Helpful. So we need to do Solaris, and then we can actually push towards Piety at that point, after we clear that blockage. Which is what we'll do. Come at me, bros. So the idea here being, just get a big pack and conductivity them, and then yeah, drop them like they hot. Keep those Quicksilver Flash charges going, even though we do have Flame Dash. Okay, so there's it's probably where the Infernal Seal is. Solaris is 2 levels. Typically I just pick a direction and kind of go, like following the carpet. You see, those were even blue. Now ribbons don't have a lot of hit points to start off with, but just melting on through them. And it's like they engage, they die. There's a ghost. Would have probably done something with you earlier, Ghost, but I actually just kind of want to finish the race now. Now that we're 26, you know, what's the point? Okay, so Solaris Temple level 2. Can either be pretty, can be a pretty fast run, or it can be a little trolly. I don't really see any point in picking that up. This is a statue that's going to turn into a boss. We're just going to kind of zip through here. Ain't got time to deal with you, lady. Statues in general are a very poor time investment because they have inherent resistance to elemental stuff. They're just strong against it, so I don't recommend messing with them. Right direction. I think we might be going in the right direction here, folks. We'll know very soon. Yep, you can always know you're going the right direction because you hit those 2 statues in the waypoint. So she's going to give us a necklace reward, which we'll just stick with the strength reward, and then she's going to give us the infernal talc, which will let us burn away that blockage. Ooh. Huh. Yep, we're going to put that on because of the lightning resist. Okay, and ever so kindly the devs did put a waypoint in right here, so we can just kind of zip right back to the blockage, the lovely blockage, and head into the Ebony Barracks. So Ebony Barracks, you just want to head north out of here, and are we gonna have to? Do we have to kill Gravicious? I'm not sure if we do. I guess we'll go ahead and do it. Pick up this waypoint. We will need to be a little bit careful with him because his molten shell can hit for quite a bit. So these guys are blue. Ah, I see why now. So we need to be careful. Those guys. Those totems can be a little bit trolly. Cannibalism, huh? Now we're 27. So we'll probably finish, well, I don't know, maybe 27. And we're going up here for Celestial Judgment. So here's Gravicious. And we flame dashed into him accidentally. Probably drop a totem down here. You can see he can do some pretty hard-hitting stuff. The key is you just don't want to stand around. Don't stand in his flames. And we'll keep that flame totem down, and that should pretty much do it for him. Yeah, he's done. Okay. I've always liked his final line. You know, I fought for God. Who do you fight for? Unfortunately for you, Gravicious, your god is not really much of a god. More like a big hulking monster that rains blood. Okay, so there's the entrance to Lunaris. And Lunaris is where Piety is, so we're getting pretty close to the end. She's on the second floor. Things of note in the first floor. There is there's a guy here, an experimenter, unique boss that will summon zombies. Just basically don't. I normally just kind of bulldog him and get right on him, but we might just go ahead and skip him. To be honest, there he is right there. Yeah, just skip him. Not really any point in messing with him. With these guys here, I mean, they do corpse explosion, so you just absolutely don't want to be standing in the middle of a pile of corpses with them around. Now this is also where Cole is. He's probably right up here. There he is. You can hear him. We're just going to skip him. He's very rippy. Very, very rippy. So I'm not going to mess with him. Now this is this part of the runs where it's definitely going to get pretty dangerous. Because these things can do a lot of damage in a hurry. You know, like if you let a bunch of those lightning warp on top of you, you might be saying night night. Alright, so here's level 2. Basically in level 2, what you're going to look for is just a series of ascending stairs. So you know that you're going the right direction when you go up a set of stairs. Now there is a boss here called Spinecrack, and it looks just like those guys. It's a whipping miscreation. She hits like a truck. She's got dumps like a truck. What? No, just kidding. Anyways, yeah, she's pretty rough. So if you see her, be very careful. Very, very careful of her. Yeah, we definitely want to avoid the lovely ladies. So we know we're going in the right direction because of that stairway, and I think you're gonna end up hitting a few of those. Oh man. If we run into a large pack of those when we're not expecting it, it definitely could kill me. Especially a blue pack. So we want to be careful here. We want to skip stuff, but at the same time, we don't want to have a bunch of stuff, because if we run into a dead end and we have nowhere to go and no resources available to us, it could be the end. And it would be a real shame to rip out this close to actually Piety. I mean, she's just right there. You can pretty much smell the ozone crackling at this point. Hopefully the stairway is right up here, which it is. And there'll be one more stairway we go up. Oh, see, this was the wrong direction. And we're just gonna try to be, oh my god, look at that. See what I'm talking about? That's bad news, guys. Luckily we had Flame Dash. If we had not had Flame Dash there, guys, that would have been a rip. That would have been the end. That would have been all she wrote, guys. This is where a skill like Arctic Armor would be very handy, because Arctic Armor would subtract off from those projectiles. Alright, so you always know you're in the right direction when you go up this last stairway here. Yeah, because you start seeing all these corpses. So, pretty much there, guys. We did it. Hopefully I've still got enough hard drive space to keep recording. Come on now. Really? Somebody had a degen aura. Not screwing with the strongbox, sorry. Flame Dash too strong, guys, really. Alright, so you want to hit these double golden doors. Once you hit the second golden door, you are pretty much golden. You're right at Piety. And then you just look for this, which I'd really like. Ooh, another Chaos Orb. What level are we? We're 20. We're about to be 27. There are still a few mobs that you want to be aware of, but once we get to the top of this, there'll be a red portal. Okay. Alright, so we'll go ahead and grab that, and that should boost our damage a pretty good portion, yeah, 40 more. And let's go ahead and let's portal back to town. And what we're going to do is we're going to get some lightning resist rings crafted. And just make sure that we're ready for this. Okay, so to craft lightning resist rings, you need iron ring, which we already have one topaz, so we'll just grab that, and then a green gem. So we'll grab that over here, and you just sell it. And it's 28%, so that's pretty good. And let's, we got any alks? Let's see if we can chance this into something better. Okay, well that's fine. So we're going to lose a little bit of life out of that, but that's okay. So what is our lightning resistance at? 55%, no, 75%, so we're capped. So that makes me feel pretty damn good. We're going to go in full on flasks. That's good. Alright, so here we go. Here we go, folks. So we want to keep the flame totem down. And we want to get her ass. Alright, so she went blue. No, she went red. We're just going to kind of like juke around her for a little bit, and then she's going to change back. Yeah. Just like so. Now she's going to go blue, so we want to immediately... Oh my god, she teleported. That's not normally what she does. She normally can't teleport like that. Alright, she switched back. Drop that on top of her. We'll try to keep her away from this stuff. Alright, so she's gonna hit something here. So she hit blue. That's fine. Just wait for it to wear off. Drop that down. Flame Totem doing some work. She ports away. Now she's red. We're almost out of mana. Alright, she changed back. I think we got her, guys. We did it. Very good. Excellent, excellent. So, that's the end. You made it. You made it the whole way. Congratulations if you're watching this. And it took us 2 hours and 30 minutes. My original goal was like, or guess was like 1 hour 30 minutes, 1 hour 45 minutes. So we came out a little bit on the bad side of that. But, you know, we did have the rip. I didn't really push myself too fast, so I wanted to make sure I got the kill. So, anyways, I'm sure we didn't place top 20 or anything like that, but it was still fun. And I look forward to seeing you in our next race, which I'm not sure when it'll be. Because I'm going to take the next few days off, and then I'll make some more content, like, I think in 3 days. Anyways, I'll catch you then. Game on.